All right. Well, do you guys have any parting words for people who are interested in
police brutality?
I mean, obviously, people are going to look for your podcast. It's called Before You Were Funny.
Yeah, beforeyouwerefunny.com. We're on Feral Audio on iTunes. You know, if you look up Before You Were Funny, you'll find it.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun episodes with great people. Your episode's great. Aaron had an episode. It's great. I'm not going to say any episodes are bad. They're mostly very, very entertaining.
But who is the worst person that you ever
Oh,
had?
that's easy. No, I'm just kidding. It's a lot of great people have been on the show. And I'm certainly not going to publicly announce the ones that haven't been great.
We do have a thing.
Oh yeah, I don't know. There's probably not time to read the whole thing.
We'll just hand this to you blindly.
So this is something when you did the show that we didn't have time to read.
Oh, fuck you.
So.
Oh. No. Oh no.
We haven't read it, so I truthfully don't know what it is.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Feel free to say yes or no.
Wait, I don't even know. Well, I'm just saying, oh no, but I mean, we have to. I mean, we're not going to do all that conversation, and then I'm getting that weird. Like, I'm seeing this, and I'm recognizing. There's no date or anything on it. This has got to be. It's done on a regular typewriter, like a word processor typewriter. So it's got to be like.
It's heavily indented.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's too heavily indented.
I was learning to set margins while I was doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna guess. Like I was I could be anywhere from 15 to 19 writing this. But how do we read it?
I think it's a short story. So
yeah, we could
paragraph.
Round robin. We could whatever. Yeah.
All right.
Just the. I'll do the. Well, doesn't it seem like I see that there's a guy and a girl in this. So what if I did all the narrative and then one of you be Dan and one of you be Ashley.
Great.
All right.
And the way that the podcast works is that anyone can chime in with questions or thoughts about what's being read. So if you guys have questions or thoughts, or as you remember maybe what this is from, you can tell us.
Well, don't tell them they can ask questions
not,
at each
not
other.
The whole.
You guys.
Everyone at a microphone.
Okay. I mean, sorry. No offense, guys. But they're very empowered.
Sure.
There's like a kid with a gun. Like that would be like a adult with a gun. All right. So and my job, like I'm a pussy if I don't just fucking commit to this. Like if I have to keep rolling my eyes and apologizing for it.
I think you have to go for it.
Like that's. I'm just talking to myself. Like I'm not gonna use like ooh, we get it. You don't think you wrote good, whatever. Like okay, shut up.
This is, by the way, when you were asking about are there certain kinds of guests, this is what Sean Clements called the front porcher.
Oh yeah, front. Yeah, you really front porch the sketch so you don't have to get to it ever.
Yep. Okay. Dan stood on the beach, his feet firmly planted in the sand. He stared out at the ocean. The sun was a fist-sized orange ball. Nestled in... This is long.
So you can't see this, but we talked about indenting. This first paragraph is so indented you can't see some of the letters in the sentences.
I am, yeah. I'm guessing at the word sand and soft.
Yes.
Fist-sized orange ball nestled in soft horizon-long clouds.
That's a long cloud.
It's the standard cloud length, also.
It's as long as they can be.
Seagulls were making calm passes in search, and then the paragraph ends. So I think this is me like stopping and starting. This is like 80s style.
Oh, yeah.
Dan stood on the beach, his feet firmly planted in the sand. He stared out at the ocean. The sun was a fist-sized orange ball nestled in soft, horizon-long clouds. Seagulls were making calm passes in search of food, and their rhythmic cries countered the ponderous, soothing bellow of the water stroking the shore.
You all know the sound of an ocean bellow.
Guys, thank you so much. But paragraph 2. The war was over. I'm starting to get kind of proud of this. The cities were leveled and empty. The humans were dead. All of them.
If it wasn't clear.
If they hadn't died in the war, they had plugged themselves into the Utopia net and uploaded their minds. There was no way for them to come back, but they didn't want to. No one could
All
resist.
one word. No one, all one word.
No one is all one word.
Nope.
None could resist. The immortality and the omnipotence. Not one person thought that having the whole planet to themselves was better than Utopia. Utopia was forever, and it was anything you wanted it to be. And yes, this predates the Matrix. It was nothing. Dan didn't want to hang around either, but he had to. His mind was incompatible with the network. I'm starting to do a sarcastic read. Ashley surprised him from behind with a tall glass of milk.
She's gonna slip.
Why didn't you guys come out with this on a flagpole? Like, why did you save this? Oh, before we go.
By the way, we only have 30 seconds left, but we want to bring this really long story.
Okay, so Ashley surprised him from behind with a tall glass of milk.
I thought you might be back here.
She said.
Listen, there's a lot of stuff I want to do. Do you think Disneyland will work? I mean, do the electric companies keep going and stuff? We got to find all that out, and we're not getting any younger.
Her mind was also tragically non-uploadable.
So earlier when we said that all of the people who were alive, no one was alive. We meant except for these two people.
Yeah, well, everyone that didn't die in the war plugged themselves into Utopia net.
Fair.
And I'm stuck getting to have sex for the first time in my life over a nice glass of milk. What's the big deal? I'm as old as 19. Dan touched her cheek and smiled a genuine smile.
Pumpkin, we're the youngest people in the world.
Not really, honey. Not if life begins with conception.
Which it does. Which it does.
This isn't true.
You find out later it does.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm kind of pregnant.
This is before Joss Whedon.
Well, if you're not already, you're sure gonna be. I figure it's unavoidable what with a drastic decrease in the prices of hotels and champagne due to everyone but us being dead.
Is that ironic? That seems like winking at itself almost.
She giggled. A person dying was sad. 5 people dying was horrible. 10 people dying would make you cry. And seeing 100 bite it might give you nightmares for the rest of your life. I don't then walk you all the way up through the Holocaust. 5 million. 5,500,000. No.
The logic is that 100 is once it becomes insane, and then after that, 101, 102, 6 million.
Yes, you're right.
No
So,
difference.
yes, exactly. But South American invasions are only upsetting, as is third world famine and the sinking of an American battleship, and everyone on the planet being dead except for you and your boyfriend. Hell, that's just fucking hilarious. So they both laughed for about a minute, embraced, kissed, and made love there in the warm sand. Yeah. An hour later, they were walking hand in hand. I gotta make sure she's pregnant. An hour later, they were walking hand in hand through previously unsafe neighborhoods. Topical. They were on fire for the most part.
They're
Looters
still unsafe.
Looters during the past few days had seen the end of the world as a great opportunity to steal television sets and shoot each other.
No, that's television. Oh, sorry. I thought you said television set, like singular. It would have been a typo.
Yeah,
I was
nice one, Spencer.
Hey, thanks, Ryan.
That's what you're...
Y'all are waiting for when I was going to get him back, right? I found my moment.
In the green room, Ryan was saying that he was a mensch for trying to get his friend in for free to the show.
Spencer, you dick. That was not my friend. That was a stranger named Connor. Where are you, Connor? Do I know you?
That was
Exactly.
a stranger?
What happened? I heard you say, I can't get in. I drove 45 minutes. And I said, watch what this guy does. And I went into the green room and I pulled some strings. And now look at you, second row.
Well, I take that back. Yeah, you really are a mensch.
Yeah, thank you.
I thought that was a friend.
I'm a
of yours.
mensch. Now back to you. The
I don't think
Utopia
mention
Net
call
Chronicles.
themselves that. Do they?
No, Spencer.
You don't
you've
point
lost.
out that you're a mensch. I don't think. Back to you, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like where?
It was television sets.
Television sets. Looters during the pandemic shoot each other. That was funny too. This was before Columbine. Well, it was charismatic to not care as a 15-year-old, and no one had done anything about it yet. They found an undamaged Buick with the key. Buick, like I know what a car is. They found an undamaged Buick with the keys in the ignition and drove it to Dan's home, but it was completely burnt to the ground.
Son of a bitch.
Dan said.
I had $1,000 worth of computer equipment in there.
What do we make of that? That was. All right.
It's a ton of money. Plus, also, if you're going to be uploading people to Utopia Net, you need a computer equipment.
Yeah, Ashley's place wasn't hurt at all. I think that was my equivalent of going like, I lost my skateboard. You know, like I thought that having that much computer equipment made me cool. Ashley's place wasn't hurt at all, so they spent an hour there.
Well.
And we know what takes an hour.
Editor's note: only one thing takes an hour.
Yeah, it's a
when there's only 2
pre-handhold.
people in the world. Ashley cried. and cried and then laughed. And they took her parents' Pontiac Grand Am because it had a CD player in it, and because my parents had a Pontiac Grand Am. And they were already starting to miss the constant barrage of broadcast information.
Wow.
Page 2. Were you about to say we don't have to read the whole thing?
I just know you guys have stuff to get to.
Well, let's just go a little faster. We'll just go a little faster.